Bournemouth Square and Westover Road is an area which is often busy with both road users and pedestrians, as well as vehicles loading and delivering. Use good all-round observations and slow down if needed. Never try to squeeze through a gap which you cannot fit through. If you cannot proceed, then wait for other vehicles to move out the way and work with your colleagues to solve problems if needed. Consider cyclists may use this road, and pedestrians may step out from behind buses. Lansdowne is another area which is often busy with both road users and pedestrians, as well as vehicles loading and delivering. Use good all-round observations and slow down if needed. Never try to squeeze through a gap which you cannot fit through. There are cycle lanes along this route which come in various styles. Manage speed appropriately and stop if needed, as the road does now narrow in places. Pass cyclists with great care whether they are on the cycle lane or the road. There are multiple pedestrian crossings on this route. On approach to zebra crossings, ensure you are managing your speed in order to be able to stop if needed. The same applies to traffic light controlled crossings. The Borscombe shared space is known as a potential hazard. The road surface can be slippery when wet. There are bollards close to the edge of the road. There are other road users pulling out onto the road, and there are pedestrians crossing. Always approach and negotiate this bend slowly and with a lot of mirror checks to ensure you are fully aware of your surroundings. Use good forward planning to anticipate the potential actions of others. There are schools on this road. Take care at school run times. There are a lot of cars parked here at some times. Pass with care, keeping up good all-round observations. Also be aware of the pavements becoming overcrowded and the potential for a pedestrian to step or fall onto the road. Both of these lanes turn right at these traffic lights. This can confuse some road users. Be ready to back off if needed and remain professional, driving defensively in order to avoid incidents and confrontation. This roundabout is known for confusing some other road users. Use good all-round observation and be willing to back off if someone changes lanes with short notice. Be aware of pedestrians crossing as you approach and enter the hospital. Also consider not all car drivers will know where they are meant to go, and so could change speed or direction at short notice. Remain at 50 miles per hour or under until past the national speed limit signs. After these signs, the speed limit is 60 miles an hour for a bus. It is important to keep checking your mirrors regularly even on roads like this. Avoid having a fixed stare ahead. Keep a sensible distance from the vehicle in front. If more than one lane goes in the same direction, it is good practice when driving a large vehicle to complete the maneuver in the near side of the available lanes. On approach to this roundabout, the lanes narrow. Use good all-round observations, use the room that you need, and slow down if needed. Be aware of traffic looking for somewhere to park, and pedestrians crossing the road to get to the shops. When entering lay-by bus stops, use low speed and lots of observations. Bus stops with shelters like this one can present a hazard. There is a risk of striking the bus stop with the bus body or mirror arm. Be aware of any intending customers or pedestrians and stop if needed. In some areas of the route, like here, there are trees close to the edge of the road. Look out for branches or trees which have drooped over time, and do not drive too close to the road's edge if there is a tree there. This is particularly important after bad weather. Report trees which look like they pose a hazard on blink using the dangerous tree form, and advise a supervisor so they can let other drivers know. Always remain on the tarmac. Some verges will not support the weight of a bus. This can, in extreme cases, cause the bus to become stuck or even lean and tip over. If passing another large vehicle, then slow right down and consider stopping. Use good forward planning to plan to meet other large vehicles at wider sections of road. Through Fording Bridge, there are narrow roads, tight turns, and overhang buildings, or buildings close to the edge of the road. Use a low speed when needed, lots of mirror checks, and remain aware of your surroundings. Stop if needed. When rejoining the A338, consider that traffic on the main road could be moving at significant speed. Wait for a large gap and remember that as a large vehicle, it may take time to build up to speed. When entering the towns and villages on this road, use good forward planning and observations to plan for speed limit changes in advance. Ideally, you should be able to allow the vehicle to adjust speed by coming off the accelerator and not need to use the brakes much if at all. This will provide a safe, comfortable, and fuel-efficient journey. There are schools on this road. Be aware of increased traffic at school run times, as well as an increase into the amount of vehicles turning onto and off the main road. Use extra mirror checks when approaching the end of the dual carriageway section in order to see if cars are trying to force their way around you. Back off if needed. The road narrows here, and there is a brick wall close to the edge of the other side of the road. If you meet a large vehicle here in either direction, it can be tight. Slow down if needed, use plenty of mirror checks, and be willing to stop before an incident occurs. Through Salisbury city centre, the lanes are very narrow in places. There are sharp bends in the road, and there are often railings, signs, or high curbs near the edge of the road. Proceed with caution. There are buildings close to the edge of the road, overhang buildings, and overhang signs through Salisbury. Be aware of these as well and the dimensions of the vehicle you are driving. This is an area with a lot of shops. This can mean vehicles parking in places which are not ideal, people parallel parking, car doors opening, and pedestrians in the area and crossing the road. Use good forward planning and all-round observations, as well as a sensible speed in areas like this.